So Easybib also provides a great way to search the web. So if you go to your Easybib projects or your bibliography or your notebook, you would also see up here a research tab. So if you have found sources in your databases, but you want to do a little looking on the web, you can click that research tab and you can search here. What you're doing is searching millions of bibliographies that have been cited in Easybib, and they're making these sources searchable. Now, I would love to point out that it's millions of students using Easybibs largely. So it's not saying that just because it's listed here, it's going to be a good source, but what it does do is show you the most often cited sources, because that might give you a sense of some more reliable sources, and it does provide some information for you. So let's say I was just going to start with Amazon rainforest. And I've noticed sometimes you want to spell it as one word and sometimes as two. So you see that this one has been cited 331 times, okay? You also see here that it does tell you some information about credibility. Easybib does do a little bit of citation analysis, but it also asks you to verify that on your own. So sometimes just taking a look here gives you a way to start out and get some good things. So over here it shows you previewing things in their bibliographies, the people who've cited this source, and if you click forward, it gives you additional ones as well. So then you can click on this source. You can also go ahead and cite it and put it in your bibliography. Notice it brings you to online sources. You can also limit it to academic sources and specific types of more academic sources. So if you want to look at something that maybe has a little bit a more higher scholarly level, that is an option as well. You could look at the different types over here. And you can also go to the all sources. It's going to bring them together. Okay, so you can choose different types of things. You can go straight to one of those. And just for example, take a look at this one that's mangabe.com. I still would want you to look to see who do you know, who is actually sponsoring this website. Okay, as I look at this, you know, it looks okay, but there's an advertisement on it. I can't quite tell who it is, so I'm going to go to About right here. So on the About page, I can read and scan to see, okay, it's written by Rhett Butler, which is kind of funny if you know the movie Gone with the Wind. Here's information about it. I could click to find out more about him, which I will in just a second, but I'm going to look a little bit more. I'm still just seeing stuff about Rhett Butler. Site credibility, it says they use peer-reviewed journals, which is good. Mentioned in the media. Let's see, selected as one of its top 15 climate and environment websites. That's good. So yeah, I mean I think it's probably a pretty good site. It's not original research, but it seems like it's a good central kind of location for things about the rainforest. So I think it would probably be okay in terms of who created this site. An open access academic journal. So I actually did read more about him, and he is not a scientist, but he has done a lot of work with conservation science. So I'm comfortable with him and his credentials. I noticed on this other article I was looking at, on this website that he wrote, he does cite his sources at the bottom, which is an important factor to look for. So does the website that you're looking at actually cite sources? So I would say this is good to go ahead and search. So that one is something to use, and you could continue looking at other ones as well. All right, so that's a little intro to Easybib's research feature.